Hey, welcome back, gentlemen. So in this video, I thought I would go through a question that I got in my Twitter DMs a couple of days ago. And this is just from an individual that follows me on my account, but was wondering how exactly do I make money through Twitter, as I know some of the methods. I just want to hear it from somebody who actually knows their shit. So I thought we'd start 2023 off on a good note and just a quick guide to how you can make money through Twitter in your sleep with some evidence and some proof. Even though I know a cringe whenever I am sharing the proof, it is important that you guys know how to do it. So we're going to tackle this in three different ways here. So the first one is the way to look at it simply in terms of macro. So whenever you're creating a business online, you need to first understand who is going to pay me. Is it going to be a business that pay me, or is it going to be people that pay me? So you need somebody to sell to, ultimately people to be your clients. Now I know I'm speaking very nondescript here, but this is supposed to be inclusive, I suppose, for everybody who's at various different levels in their business pursuits. So grow a following. I am so bullish on this idea of growing a following, and actually, in a way, you shouldn't actually look at it as somebody that is following you, but somebody who's potentially going to be a customer in the future. How do you grow a following? You have to provide some form of value. You have to give them something that ultimately solves one of their problems, right? So the question you have to ask yourself, if you're going down this vein, maybe 2023, you have high aspirations of creating that online business, is what problems have you first solved? Now, I do not believe in this bullshit idea that none of you have solved any high value problems. If you have, maybe gotten in shape, maybe you've lost some weight, or maybe you've gained some muscle, you have solved a big problem that a lot of people are having issues with. If you manage to get a girlfriend, that is also a problem that men are dealing with at the moment, especially at the moment with MGTOW, men going their own way, and a lot of, well, what would you say? There aren't many good suitors out there for women, but you've managed to find yourself a high quality woman. That is, again, advice, information people would pay you for. Perhaps you've managed to quit some of your addictions. But if you have none, which again, I don't believe, you need more life experience. You need to solve some of your problems first of all, or you need to learn a high income skill. Some high income skills I've got here on the right, maybe not the entertainment one, but depending on how you're entertaining people, I guess. Web design, if you know how to create a beautiful website for somebody for marketing their products, marketing their services, marketing their business, that is a high income skill. I used to design websites for people in the past, and you can charge well into the four figures for a website, and depending on how many pages you're making for people and the functions and ultimately the outcome you give them. It could be a copywriter. There isn't a day that goes past where I'm not pitched by somebody in my emails who wants to write emails for me, or who wants to write content for me, who wants to script my YouTube videos, who wants to write my Instagram posts, who wants to take my content over to TikTok. So just being a writer, that is a very valuable skill nowadays, because creators want automation. They don't want to be writing everything for themselves from scratch. And now I put entertainment here just in the form of, maybe it's not particularly your typical high income skill, but it might be you're a comedian. Maybe you can make people laugh. That is, again, providing people value, solving their problems of maybe feeling depressed or otherwise apathetic with life. So that's just a micro kind of way to look at how you provide value online and how you can start to earn an income. So I'm going to go over here through the micro level, so the products and services that you can actually sell. What are the tangibles, Joseph? You know, you're talking about providing value, but I need something a little bit more descriptive. So I've just outlined here a couple of different ways in which I have made an income online. So the first one is going to be digital products, right? You got your ebooks and you got your video courses. If you created an ebook on web design or copywriting, that is something somebody would easily pay you money for. You could do a video course. And just quickly on the ebook, actually, you could even give it away for free. I mean, you can see here, this is a testosterone optimization ebook, 13 pages long, right? Because it was a problem for me, low T, and I fixed it. I shared the value. I solved a problem, the problem of low testosterone. You can download this for free now, guys, and it has accrued nearly $2,000 in revenue because people paid for it anyway. And that gets you out of your imposter syndrome that you don't have anything valuable to sell. You can also do video courses. I could have done a video course on testosterone optimization, or again, maybe on copywriting, or quitting addictions. That's something that I've done before, and I've benefited from greatly. You got affiliate marketing. So even if you don't have a product, you could sell somebody else's product. I got asked by a company, Jesus, pardon me, a year ago, still in there, to help promote one of their products, which was a hormone testing kit for men who wanted to see where their testosterone levels were at. I can't make that shit. I can't make a hormone testing kit. Got no idea where to start. But this company did, and they offered it to me, and they said, look, we can pay you monthly in respects to what you managed to sell to your audience, if you have an audience, which all goes back to, gentlemen, grow that following. Grow that following is so important. What about sponsorship? So I have companies reaching out to me daily, asking me to sponsor their products on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter. So this is just an example here from Tiege Hanley, which is like a men's skincare brand based in Chicago, about how they would split revenue depending on the products that I sell for them. I mean, it really depends on the kind of offers that you're getting, and if you believe fundamentally in the product. But I had one from NordVPN a couple of days ago. I had one for I think it was another skincare product. I think it was it was hair loss for men. So once you have that audience, again, the opportunities just come to you. You could coach people on the problems that you do, which is a little bit more high ticket. You could sell 4-figure high ticket coaching offers. You could do group subscription models whereby you create a community and you charge people, let's say $5 a month to get access to your community. If you have 10 people in there, that's another $50. Oh, my math is right. I think that's right. $50 a month. $5, yeah, $50 a month. You could also, people will pay you for marketing. So I have a following of nearly over 250,000 on Twitter. Even if you don't have a product, people will pay access for the eyeballs that you give for their offers, their coaching, their products, their services. So it all ties back to, again, guys, build that following, build that digital real estate. It's so important. And then finally, we're going to go over to essentially what you're doing here is you're building digital real estate. And another way to kind of look at it is a virtual store for all of your products. So we want to talk about the difference between property versus social media assets, which is another way you can look at digital real estate. You're just leveraging free digital assets like Instagram, Twitter, if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, right? So versus a property, this is something that's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right? If you own a store, a food store, a shop, right? It's only open from 9 to 5. That's the only hours in which you can sell your services, sell your product. But there have been many occasions where I've woken up in the morning, and I've got, nearly $100, $200, $300 worth of sales in a night from people who are looking in my virtual store in Australia, who are on the West Coast, who are in Europe, who are in the southern parts of America. So you have so much leverage here, again, just by growing that following, looking at on the macro level, pardon me. And it's minimal upkeep. So I only use Twitter 4 hours a day. So on Sunday, I schedule out all my content through an automator on Hypefury, where it does the promotions of my products, of my services. And I don't need to consciously be selling. One of my favorite entrepreneurs and creators is a guy called Naval Ravikant, and in his book, not his book, but another creator created a book on his teachings, was that if you want to get wealthy, you can't trade your time for it. You'll never get wealthy trading your time. You may have a high income, like a dentist or a doctor or another high salary job, but you'll never get wealthy. You'll never be financially independent and free because you're always trading your time for things. Digital real estate, you don't need to trade your time. You just have to build an asset. That's what it's about. Digital real estate is an asset. Social media is an asset. And you can right now, click off this video, go onto Twitter and start a free Twitter account, and you can start building your assets that will work for you in your sleep. That's the key here. And sure, it will start off small, but it will grow and grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So soft pitch here. So if you're happy with the value in this video, then I'll say thanks for watching. But for those of you who are really interested in implementation, how can I actually do this for real, practically? I am starting a cohort on January the 2nd in regards to building digital real estate and making money through Twitter in your sleep. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. You can have a look through, and I can get you to the point where you have 1,000 followers on Twitter that will which will convert into clients in the future and recoup your entire investment, because this is it's a ludicrous business model, and it's so easy to do, especially when you think about the various ways you can make money online. So soft pitch over, gentlemen. Again, I do appreciate your attention here, and if you found take what is valuable as always and discard which is not, and I'll maybe bring you something else very soon on maybe some more of the more practical ways you can implement some of these things. But anyway, take care.